What's up, Champions fam? It's Zeke 4-0, back with a brand new WWE Champions video. Now, last night was Survivor Series, and it was pretty decent. My favorite matches of the evening, hands down, had to be the New Day versus the Street Profits, Asuka versus Sasha Banks, and Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. That, in my mind, is hands down one of the best matches I've come across in a mighty long time, because both people came out better than they went in, and it was good for business. But no lie, the best piece of content that came out of the Survivor Series last night was the farewell of The Undertaker. 30 years in the game. 30 years ago, he made his debut at Survivor Series, so it was only right that he step away from the business he loved the most at the same pay-per-view that he came into. I applaud his career. I will forever be a fan of The Undertaker. Literally, growing up, I grew up with his character, seeing the transitions from each arc of his career. And he proved that if you love something, you can grow, you can adapt, and how beautiful longevity can be. And I'm going to miss him. There will never be another Undertaker. Point blank, period. There will never be another streak. And if there is another streak, it's going to be compared to his. And that's a tall order. But when it comes to WWE champions, like anything, they always figure out a way to monetize certain situations. I mean, they get the green light from the WWE. Hence why the gobbledygooker came back. Lo and behold, he came back last night. It came back last night and won the 24/7 championship. And look what we have here, a gobbledygooker loot. So they know the ins and outs, They got to get the green light from WWE champions. Hence why we had the whole, push for the Masters of the WWE Universe characters. It was business. They got to get that green light from the WWE before they do anything, right? So with that being said, since The Undertaker's farewell was last night, we got this brand new banner. This brand new Undertaker banner, Black Friday 30-year special reserve. And this, like a lot of the most intriguing banners to come out, was a broken banner right out of the gate. This was Taker Gate. We'll call it that, because if you logged in early, first and foremost, they had the wrong types of coins for sale, depending on where you got them from. But on top of that, a lot of people were striking gold, literally 4-star gold on these banners early before it got fixed. There were people who were walking away with 4-star gold fiends, 4-star bronze or silver fuses for characters they already had. A lot of people I saw within the community actually got real lucky and got the urn that basically gave you all 6 versions of The Undertaker. And I'm not mad at that. Scopely makes these mistakes, and luckily they have enough sense to just take their ball and go home like, we dropped the ball. We dropped the ball. If you pulled them already before we could fix it, we're not going to take the character away because we dropped the ball. So I will give them that. But when it comes to Mega Superstar loots, okay, we got 2 gobbledygooker loots up, a regular and a premium. We also got the Thanks and Tanks volume loot up, and we have, of course, the Undertaker loot. My question in this video is, what has been the luckiest loot banner that you ever came across in WWE Champions? Not including Player's Choice. Like a regular banner that they just drop out of nowhere, whether you had to buy Mega Superstar loot coins or you had to use IGC in-game cash. I am highly curious about this because I know the stories are going to range. I remember back in my day, throwback, I remember when you were able to do pulls, right? And even if you walked away with nothing except doop-de-doops, shards, right? I remember you at least got tokens for a certain class, and you got some coins that went along with it. People did pulls because even if they didn't win with a superstar that was brand new, they got resources. I don't know why champions canceled that. That was hands down one of the best ideas I ever saw for a gacha game ever. That made them stand out because no matter what, if you did a 30 pull, I believe back in the day it was 30, before it was 40 and 55, right? Before we got crazy with the numbers, you at least walked away with some resources that were going to help you take up some champions. And they did it for all the classes: Acrobat, Powerhouse, Showboat, Striker, Technician, Trickster. Depending on what character was featured in that Mega Superstar Loot Gacha, those were the class-specific tokens that you got rewarded, and you also walked away with some coins. I wish that they would bring that back now, especially with how crazy deprived we are of resources, okay? Resources are highly limited nowadays. But when it comes to gacha, RNG is going to be RNG. Sometimes you get blessed by the scope gods. Sometimes you can spend $20 and you'll walk away with a 4-star gold champion. You can walk away with an urn that has multiple champions, or you can walk away with a chest that holds multiple champions. It's been proven. And on the other side, the dark side, you could go in hundreds of thousands of dollars into a banner or a gacha and walk away with nothing. Walk away with nothing. You could actually spend $1,000 on a gacha banner and only walk away with 10 shards of that featured character. 1 shard per 100. True story. True story. So, with that being said, what is your luck like, and what do you think about the rates in WWE Champions? Because this game continuously makes money. Continuously makes money. Doesn't matter how bent over we get when we're getting screwed over. People still invest in the game because there are characters that are going to help you out. There's going to be characters. Of course, if you got a chance at Hollywood Hogan at 4-star gold and you could possibly get his gear, you're going to pull. Of course, if you got an opportunity at Keith Lee and after seeing him do millions of damage and knowing nothing's going to kick out of it, of course you're going to pull. And for sure, if you got a farewell banner for Undertaker, one of the most memorable entities in all of wrestling, of course you're going to pull. It's just logic. It's just logic. But at the same time, I also sit back and I think about the other games I play, and I look at how they handle things. Now, a lot of the other games I play, they originally came out on JP. So when it comes to the NA server, you got enough time to sort through everything. You can look at the banners that are coming up, and you can properly look at this like, okay, these months, I'm going to save up disposable income to do pulls or do rolls, right? And then these other months, I'm going to go ahead and do my pulls, call it a day. And if it doesn't tickle my fancy, then I'll just keep saving up my materials that I'm going to need so I can do these pulls. All right? And a lot of times with these games, as I mentioned beforehand, they'll reimburse you for what you've put in. They'll give you a return for all that you put in just because they want to show how grateful they are to you. Man, I tell you what, if every Black Friday, every player that spent money on this game got, reimbursed some type of pulls via in-game message to do on that special select banner, people would be grateful. People would be grateful because Scopely wouldn't be catching an L. If anything, they would be bringing in more money. But the thing is, Champions is so convoluted, and the downside about Champions 2 is that they don't let you know what's coming until the last moment. And it becomes a fight or flight situation. It isn't like you're rolling into a banner like, I've been stacking up. I saw at the beginning of November 2020, Thanks and Tanks MLC. I saw when I checked out their calendar, they were going to have this set banner here. So I've been saving up. I knew that during the conclusion of the last MLC. All right, I'm going to put up money. I'm going to put up the disposable income. I'm going to put gift cards to the side so that I can be able to just go all in on this. Take care of my responsibilities of my home and my family, etc. Take care of, my real life responsibilities. And I can treat myself here. If I get scoped, so be it. But at least I got enough of a cushion that I can do a couple rounds here and it's not going to mess up anything. Champions doesn't do that. It's always fight or flight. You log in. Oh, snap. Yo, this banner's broken. I got to go in and do it now. Or you miss out. That's how it always is. So that's why I'm curious to find out what has been the best banner overall that you ever pulled on. Player's choice aside, okay? What has been the best banner where you got the best pulls? Like, no matter how much you spent, you walked away content. You walked away happy. Because with how broken this was, genuinely, people were pulling, 4-star gold fiends, Sasha Banks, four-star fuses of characters, Some people might have even got lucky and got enough shards of a certain character that they unlocked them at 4-star, bronze, silver, or gold. That's how broken it was. And a lot of people also walked away with that urn. So, in a sense, this was a great banner for many people, but it wasn't a banner that, like, it wasn't the proper banner put up. You know what I mean? It wasn't a fully running banner without any issues, no problems. And that's what I'm asking you. When has been the last time you've done a pull on a banner that had no problems? There wasn't no taker gate. It was just, hey, here's the banner. I'm going to put some money in. Oh, wow, I walked away with that. I'm done. Because the way everything's treated here, it's far in between when you get something good. Whereas other games like One Piece, Dokkan Battle, FGO, I might pull on a banner for a character that I want. And I might not get that character, but they got so much other good stuff on there that I can take that L in the sense of I didn't get that, but I walked away with this, and that's going to definitely hold me down and not make me feel bad about pulling. Champions, it's either you're really happy and elated or you're full of regrets when it's all said and done. It's become like a joke within the community, and it is kind of funny that some people will post a picture of their pulls and be like, yo, look at these beast mode pulls right here. You like, man, if you wanted Yokozuna, you got him today. Or, oh, look who we have here, Showboat Mankind. You know, he's got a new coaching ability, so, hey, 9K, what it do, baby? And people have fun with it. And then you have the other side where people will show pulls or what they pulled, whether it be a single pull or, $20, $100, etc. They'll post it and you'll get a mixed bag of reactions. You'll have people come through and be like, congratulations. You'll have other people saying, oh, freaking whale, of course. Then you'll have people who will genuinely just be like, how much did you spend to get that? Because if you know how WWE Champions is, yes, there are those people that do strike once. They get what they need and they get out. And then there's the whole other side that people don't think about, okay? A picture is all about perspective, all right? You're seeing one side of the banner pulls, but oftentimes, more than not, you didn't walk away with that on your first try. Let's just be real. Might have taken you a couple tries, and it might have cost you a lot to do them. So that's the funny thing about Champions. It's like, people got to realize, it's like, yeah, I'm posting what I got. I'm not going to tell you how much I spent, but I am going to share with you when I struck gold, so it's a little fun that can be had when it comes to pulls. But I definitely want to know what's been the best banner for y'all. I really do miss the banners where you got the tokens and the coins from the pulls. So even if you didn't walk away a winner in one sense, you still walked away a winner in another sense. And I just wish that the rates were better in this game, especially around the holidays, man. I really feel that they should be more, giving during this time of the year. But at the same time, they're a business. You can't humanize a business. That's just not logical. It wouldn't make sense, because if they were doing the right thing, everybody would be happy. That's not the case. So let's just talk about it in the comments below. Like, how did y'all enjoy Survivor Series if you watched it? What are your thoughts on The Undertaker? Thank you, Undertaker. And what are your thoughts about the banners in WWE Champions? What do you think they could improve? Because, again, a solid way that they could do it. Just like how in Dokkan Battle and FGO, you have certain featured units. So the entire Thanks to Tanks MLC, it didn't have to come out in volumes. You could literally just had it all bracketed off, your super rares and everything, your rares, your mega rares, your commons and uncommons, and you could have had different tiers like you have and have all those characters featured. Get a chance at China at 2-star silver. Still a new champion. That's a solid champion. Yeah, you might not get a chance at her at 4-star or whatnot, but guess what? She's a solid champion enough that that you would be willing to take her up to the 4-star. She's worth taking up to 4-star, even if you pulled her only at 2-star silver. The same thing could go with DX HBK. Some say he's overrated. Some say that he's very fun and versatile. At the end of the day, you pull him at 3-star gold. I don't think people would complain, because at least you got something new. And then you got, the chance of the gobbledygooker too. Someone who's a coach that would help every single roster that has an account. Okay, put him in there at 2-star. Treat him like an MP coach or trainer. Treat him like a gem generation, because that's what he is. He's a fun unit, but ultimately he's a coach. It isn't like he's not a Hogan, he's not a Keith Lee, he's not a zombie Triple H. He's just a very efficient coach. So you'd have the tier of all the characters that came in, and then you would know like, hey, at least everything's in one spot. I can plan. I can figure out, like, at the end of the month, the last week, I'm going to pull on that last banner, that last hoorah banner, and go all in, and hopefully I walk away with one of these characters. But we'll see how things play out, man. There's a lot of ways that this could be changed into something better, but ultimately, it's going to be what it's going to be. Bad times don't last, but champions do. Mad love always, each and every single one of you, my beloved hashtag champions fam. But let's talk banners, y'all. What was the best banner you ever pulled aside from Player's Choice? If you want to include your Player's Choice pulls, then by all means, cool. Like that's basically like the Champions version of FGO's guaranteed SSR banner. Dokkan Battle's the special New Year's banner, okay? Because those are the banners where you're going to get a return. You're at least going to get some type of return. Might not be the return that you want, but at least you'll get something decent, and you'll be able to work with whatever you're given. If your character isn't already maxed out, then you're just sitting on doopity dupes. But hey, if you ever decide to take them up, at least you know the dupes are there, right? So let me know your thoughts about the banner. Let me know if you struck gold on the Undertaker banner, and what would you like to see in a format when it pertains to champions, when it comes to the future of their mega superstar loots, because they could always bring back old niches that they did in the past. They could update it and upgrade it. I know with Seven Deadly Sins, they're big for doing rotations of banners. So basically, Dokkan does it too. Like, you basically do step-up banners. I talk about this a lot. Champions does step-up packs with their offers in the store, but they don't do actual step-up banners where, okay, first round of pulls, it's 3. The next round of pulls, it's, it might be 7. And then the next one is, 10. And the final one is going to be 5. But in that last 5, you're guaranteed to get a 4-star gold champion, one of the featured 4-star gold champions. Or, when I do my 7 pulls here, I'm guaranteed to get like at least a 3-star gold. They don't do nothing like that. And it could benefit them, because that's how Seven Deadly Sins is. You do a full rotation, you'll get the character that you want. You'll get the character that you want at the end of the day, and because they have a pity system involved, you also get the chance to opt and press and claim a guaranteed SSR of your choosing. So you can get one from doing the rotation, and then the one you missed out on, you can go and claim them like that. I think champions should really consider doing some stuff like that, especially around Black Friday, especially around Christmas. This would be the perfect time to do something like that. But nonetheless, it is WWE Champions after all. So let's just talk about it. What were your thoughts about last night's pay-per-view? What are your thoughts about the Undertaker as a wrestler, as well as his loop? And what has been your favorite banner that you ever pulled on, where you walked away with the most bang for your buck? Let's talk it up and chop it up. Sorry that this wasn't short, sweet, and brief. But hey, we got feuds to look forward to. It's time to get ready, gear up, and have some fun, hopefully. But until next time, stay tuned. Peace!